Blockberger test, I don't understand. So you're suddenly now asking us, as a result of this case, to revisit Blockberger and what it says about when there are separate offenses?
No, Justice Jackson.
So you've already said that this fails the Blockberger test. That's the government's view. And I understood Justice Kagan to be saying, can we not talk about that in this case, whether it meets the Blockberger test or not, and still rule in favor of Mr. Lora? And you're saying no, but I don't understand why that is.
Sure. So we take the Blockberger test as it exists. We think under the Blockberger test, we have the better reading of the statute. We think it's a greater and a lesser included offense. That's normally one offense, but the natural consequence of that is that the penalty provisions of C apply to J.
All right. Can we disagree with that part of it without revisiting whether it's one or a different offense? You've said two different things in that. I mean, I didn't understand Blockberger to speak to the penalties in this way.
So I think one of the clues you might look to in the Blockberger analysis, and we think the clearest clue in this case, if you come out in Mr. Lora's direction, is whether it's a standalone penalty scheme or it's incorporating another provision's penalty. And I think that is how the two are related. Now, again—
And what's your answer to that question? You say it satisfies the Blockberger test, meaning that they are one in the same, like a lesser included offense, but it also incorporates the other penalty. Is that your view?
I might have lost you there, but I think what we say as our frontline position, I want to be clear about this because I think it's extremely important. Our frontline position is that these are one offense for purposes of Blockberger. That is because, J cross-references C. They're in the same section. They're part of the same, they're a greater and lesser included offense. Cases like Brown versus Ohio and Garrett would strongly suggest they're one offense. If they're one offense, we think it is necessarily true that the penalties of C are read into J, because all J is doing at that point is adding an additional element, and it's increasing the penalty.
Is that what Blockberger says? If they're one offense, then the penalties of one necessarily get imported into the other. That's what I'm asking.
I don't think that's what Blockberger itself
All right, so
says.
that would
I
be
do
new
think
if we decided in your favor using the Blockberger standard in the way you want us to.
I don't think that's quite right, in the sense that I think subsequent cases in that line look to features of the statute and sort of their level of interdependentness, the two crimes' level of interdependentness or interdependence, and one of those clues, I think, would be the way that the penalty provisions interact.